God makes us better. God makes us better. Got every trial, every tribulation. I thank you. You make me better. You make me better. I'm nothing without you. I'm better. I'm better. You make me better. You make.
And now, introducing the host of I Am Better Now, Dr. David Jones.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, what a beautiful day it is here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's almost 80 degrees outside. No snow, no rain, just sunshine, and I'm so glad to be here. Why am I glad to be here today? It's a really, really special day for me. We always reflect on life-changing moments, and today I get to reflect on some of the great roads that I was able to be a part of and drive down as I grew into the man I am today. The name of the show is I Am Better Now, and I feel like I am better now because of the move that I made back in 1986. In 1986, can you bring that up for me? Yes, 1986, I had an opportunity to attend a small school in a community called Yakima, Washington. Coming out of high school, was one of the better players, top 15, top 20 in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And I knew I wanted to continue my journey in basketball. And I had a lot of offers, but I wanted to get as far away from DC as I possibly could. And so when the media came to me and wanted to talk about what school I was going to go to, I went in my social studies class. Her name was Sheila Murray, my teacher. And I went up to the chalkboard and she had a map, a United States map there, and I picked up a yardstick and I measured the 4 schools that I had an opportunity to go to, and Yakima was the furthest. And so I picked that school, not seeing the coach, not knowing the coach, not knowing anything about the community. I couldn't even find Yakima on the map. It was really hard to find. So I decided that would be a good getaway. And so I chose Yakima, and it was the best decision I'd ever made. I felt at home on the college as soon as I arrived. I met the president, the dean of students, the coach. He picked me up in an old Thunderbird from the airport. My coach owned an apple orchard with almost 10,000 trees on those orchards. He owned horses, so I was able to learn how to ride a horse. Coming from DC, I'd never experienced that. I learned how to pick apples. I learned so much from him. And then I found out he was the psychology instructor on campus. And that's when my life really started to change. And so today is a special episode, and I wanted to recognize the coach, not the coach that coached me because he has passed away, but one of my favorite people in Yakima is now the women's coach, and just happens to be his daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, Lynette Hooper Crozier.
Better.
I gotta stand. I gotta give you that hug. Please have a seat. I cannot bring to words what your family and what that community meant to me growing up. Yakima is a different community. You grew up there, so that's everyday life for you. I want to start first by talking about your parents. Your dad was an amazing guy, just an amazing guy. He coached the men and the women's programs at Yakima, was extremely successful with both. Talk a little bit about your dad and his impact on family first, and then your life in basketball.
My dad was a coach, a teacher, professor at the school, psychology professor. He was a fruit stand owner, a Christmas tree lot owner, orchardist, and so we grew up working hard. His big thing was a strong work ethic, but he also was kind of a lazy farmer, so we wouldn't go to work in the farm until about 9 in the morning. He used a lot of his psychology on us, which is pretty funny.
He did. When
I took his psych class, I learned a lot about my early childhood because he would tell stories about me, and
I remember some of those stories. Want me to share them?
maybe.
So here's the first story. He told me you love to be around people. You hated to be isolated.
Oh, that's true.
So he said, when you would act up, get angry or upset, he would put you in a room and close the door, and he would say you couldn't come out until you had a smile on your face. And 30 seconds later, you would come out of the room with a big smile on your face, if that long.
Yeah,
I remember that story.
I would come out, my sister would stay in her room and read a book. So I hated being, that was good. I changed my behavior for sure. My favorite story was when he asked the class how many people sucked their thumb when they were little, and I raised my hand, and he looked at me and he said, none of our kids sucked their thumb. And he just was talking about how to break a habit, and they put mittens on our hands so that we couldn't suck our thumbs, and then we didn't have to break that habit later, which is pretty smart.
He was a genius at coming up with ways to change behaviors. It was almost like a challenge to him. He used more counter conditioning, and he used more positive reinforcement than negative. And that was one of the weirdest things for me, because I grew up used to people yelling and screaming, and I saw you coaching yesterday. I'm like, she's nothing like her dad on the floor.
No, I'm not.
At all.
No.
That was, I was expecting to see some fire, and I was sitting behind you on the bench. I'm like, she's different.
I am different.
She's coaching different.
Well, when he coached me, he was the fire and I was always the calm. So that's kind of where I come from. That's how I manage. He was fiery.
This is your second stint coaching at YVC. What's the difference between your first term and your second?
My first stint, I was 25, so I knew everything. And this time, I'm more willing to learn, I think.
Yeah, and that's something that your players will figure out as well when they come from high school into the college game, because they had so much success in high school that the game is much faster and much tougher, so you have to kind of change and adapt to your environment.
That is very true. Yeah, it is a big jump from high school to college, no matter what level in college, because they're all good players. Yeah. Your
mom. Want to take a minute and talk about your mom. When I came down to Yakima when she passed away, one of the examples that I gave about your mom was, I asked, there was a time that I took a metal chair, folding chair, and I sat in the middle of a classroom, and I asked the students, what's the most important part of this chair? And half the room said the legs. And some of them said the back, and some of them said the seat. And I said, it's none of those. The most important part of the chair are the screws, because that's what holds everything together, but they're so small, people tend to forget the screws and how important they are. Your mom was the screw that held your whole family together. She was often forgotten because she was so quiet, but she did a little bit of everything. Talk about your mom and her value in what you bring to coaching now.
My mom she was a community person. Like, she liked to bring community together, and I think that's important to me, and I really encourage community within our teams. I think that's more valuable than playing. So that's probably the biggest thing that I took from my mom and her life, is how she just invited people, and she accepted people.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she
for
did.
who they were.
The first time I came to your home, I remember it was Thanksgiving. And because we were in the dorms, I was an out-of-state student. They closed the dorms. We had nowhere to go. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, what am I going to do? And Chris was like, well, you're coming to my house. And he goes, my wife won't like it, but you're coming anyway. And I got there, and she was just so nice the entire time. DJ, can I get you something to drink? DJ, you want more to eat? Blah, blah. And I was like, what is he talking about? She's just as sweet as she can be. Your parents, when they described what they thought, how each other was going to react, it was always different. And I never understood that.
I can't answer that one for you.
It was, if your mom would say that your dad is going to be upset about something, then your dad wasn't upset. And then if your dad would say your mom will be bothered by something, I never saw it. So I was always surprised by them. Your sister and brother, your sister's teaching, how's Marlon doing?
Oh, Marlon?
Yeah.
He is parenting teenage kids, so that's pretty funny because he's older than me. It's not funny, but it's harder.
Yes.
He calls me for advice. He actually asked, do kids not shower after practice anymore? I said, no, they go home and shower. They don't shower in the high school like they used to.
No. And I'm not even going to go down that.
That was weird.
Yeah. That's, I've seen that lately, but I'm surprised by it.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. They won't get into the showers after games.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. All right. We're going to take a small break. When we come back, I want you to meet the Yaks, the ladies from YVC. The entire team will be right here on this set when we return.
Hey family, this is Pastor Carlos Patrick of the Patricks, wishing you a Merry Christmas. You're listening to my favorite, the PRAYzmas radio station in the world, Praise FM Radio Ministry, where the message of Christ is lifted high and faith is strengthened daily. Now as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, may your home be filled with peace, joy, and the love of Jesus. Keep it locked right here on Praise FM Radio Ministry, and have a blessed and Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas. The fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas. Me.
Check this out. Happy holidays to Sailor and the Maharo Peoples Jr. Morning Show from our Stella-nominated station, Praise FM, y'all.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, y'all. Bam.
All right, welcome back to the I Am Better Now show. As I mentioned right before the break, my life-changing experience happened in Yakima, Washington, and today we're fortunate enough to have the women's team, coached by Coach Crozier, Hooper Crozier, I should say. She is the daughter of my former coach in Yakima. And we have the whole team here today. So let's greet and welcome them to the stage. The ladies of the Yakima Yaks. Come on up. Welcome you all. Welcome you all. You look fabulous. Thank you so much for coming on. Coach Rebecca, thank you again for being here. So glad to have you all here. Tell me about Yakima. I want to hear some great stories.
It's cold there.
It's cold. So you guys enjoying the great weather here and sunshine during the winter time. Tell me about Yakima. Who's the furthest away? Who is the furthest away from home?
I'm the furthest away from home.
And say your name so everyone knows who you are.
My name's Abigail Sheridan. Everyone calls me AG.
AG. So where are you from?
I'm from Calgary, Alberta in Canada.
Canada. What brought you to Yakima? How did you even find Yakima?
So I'm a dual sport athlete. I also play softball, and I had gotten recruited at a softball tournament down in Pasco, Washington by my softball coach at YDC.
Okay, all right. How is your basketball experience going so far?
It's been really good. I really like the girls and stuff. I think it's fun. We do a lot of traveling and whatnot, so. Good.
Anybody come to Yakima with dreams? Like, this is what I want to do, and this is where I want to go once I leave Yakima.
I think, like, when I came to Yakima, I came for basketball and for school, and I just really wanted to come here and develop myself, because I knew I could be better, and I just wanted to be a better person, be a better player when I came to Yakima.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch you yesterday, and your talent, you are definitely talented. I think you can go to the next level if you continue to work and develop. You know, one of the things that I mentioned to some kids when I was coaching, no front-end commitment, no back-end blessing. You know what that means? If you don't put in the work in the beginning, you can't expect greatness at the end. And so you have to work hard, and you showed so much strength in that game yesterday, and I enjoyed watching you down there in the paint. I enjoyed watching you shoot threes from outside, too. You did a little bit of both.
Yes.
That's good. And Coach has confidence in you doing that because she continued to move you to both areas. So I did pick that up. I used to break down film, so I watch for the little things. Good job yesterday. So I'm going to ask you sophomores. Give me one of you sophomores. Tell me about your Yak experience so far.
So far here in Yakima, I'm a hometown person. I've lived here my whole life. So being in Yakima was just kind of normal at this point, but I think that just being in Yakima is kind of giving more community and how I want to help in my community. I think it's so important, coming back and just, this is what I grew up around, so I think it's important to put back into it. So that's why I'm kind of here back at the school playing basketball once again. So
you're the athlete, I noticed, on the team. I think you can play multiple positions. And obviously, Coach has allowed you to play numerous positions. When did you first have your first idea that you could actually go and play college basketball?
Probably when I was really young. I knew I was going to be playing college basketball when I was in high school maybe. I was a freshman on varsity starting, and being in my first college, I was starting then again. So I just knew I liked playing basketball, and it's just in my blood, I guess. Yeah,
good. Coach Rebecca, I got a question for you. How long have you been coaching in Yakima?
Well, in Yakima, this is my second year with Coach Hooper. I did previously I coached in my 20s for a couple years in California at Mendocino College. So then stopped coaching, raised my family or raised my kids, and then Coach had the opportunity to come back as a head coach. So that's when I started helping her out. How is it working under her? Because I know how the Croziers are. She's a Hooper now, but she'll always be a Crozier to me. No, it's been great. It's awesome. Yeah, it's a good experience. I am just a fan of Yakima, not just the college, but the city. The school looks phenomenal. The new president,
She has done a fabulous job. Have you all had a chance to meet the president of the school yet? Some of you have, some of you haven't.
She just got hired. President Teresa Rich.
Yeah. So just some great things going on at the school. I know I was part of the team that got together and spoke to the president about naming the floor Crozier Court because I thought the years that he's put in coaching men and women, he needed to be honored. And they allowed me to be a part of that. So I was very thankful. So many of us played under him at Yakima and have gone on to do some great things. I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish. What are you, if any of you all can answer this question, what are your goals? What are your plans after college? When you leave Yakima, how would you, from your experience, be able to give back to that school? Anyone want to share?
I think something similar to what you do is like really cool, especially bringing it back to Yakima, especially now. There's a lot of homeless that's been going into Yakima in different areas like Toppenish, Wapato and stuff, especially in other communities around the area. So I think bringing back what you do would be really helpful, and also with the children around Yakima, I think instead of gangs and other activities, they can go into sports and stuff like that. I think they're kind of losing those impacts. So after college, I definitely want to bring healthier things that are outside, get off that phone and get outside and stuff like that. So I think just similar to what you do is being in the community, bring it back into the hometown. So
Yeah, I was in a meeting this morning before I met with you all, and they said in Arizona 452 individuals passed this year from being homeless, from different conditions, but they were homeless. 452. The year before that, 731. That's a lot of people that passed away from homelessness. So yes, I enjoy doing what I'm doing, helping those in the community. And it's my prayer that in your hearts, once you get through this experience, you look back and say, I want to be a blessing to someone else and be able to give back and do something great. You have another game coming up today. How ready are you?
We're ready.
You're ready? Good. Learning experience last night? Wow. Yeah. Anybody here, this was their first flight? Everybody that's flown before, right? Okay.
A couple of them were pretty nervous, but.
Who's nervous? Flying? Oh, you weren't comfortable flying? Oh. And then you got hurt in the game yesterday. Boy, this has been some kind of trip, huh? Oh, good. Last question. If you could say one word to describe your coach, what would it be?
Oh, geez.
Wait, I actually have a good word. I'm going to say passionate.
Passion? That's good. You want to pass the mic? I want to hear from everyone.
I think caring.
Caring? Speak loud so they can hear you. Caring? Passionate and caring. Is she a coach? Or is she a therapist? What is going on here? Who's next?
I think she's encouraging.
Encouraging? Okay.
I say smart.
Say it again?
Smart.
I said this coach.
Patient.
Patient.
She's very understanding.
Understanding. Okay.
I would say that she's empathetic.
Wow. Hold on. Let me process that. Empathetic. A Crozier, empathetic. Okay, I got it.
I was also going to say caring.
Caring.
I would say she's trusting.
Trusting.
I'm like the only one that's not doing something nice.
I know, thank you.
But just a scatterbrain is just.
That's fair.
I can probably describe her.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest. I don't know about the rest of you all, but thank you for being honest and upfront. Again, Lynette, I am so proud of you being the example of what coaching truly is. you can tell from this group of athletes that this isn't just a team to you, this is your family. And this is how your dad treated me, being a part of his team, which the team that I played for, he had lost quite a few players the year before for grades and everything under the sun. And by the time I got there, it was only 6 of us. And we ended up doing quite well. So I'm always going to remember my experience at Yakima. I hope and pray that you all will enjoy and learn from your experience in Yakima and think greatness, because there's greatness in each and every one of you. And the only thing that college wants for you is to succeed. That I'm sure of. Thank you all so much for being here. Good luck your games, your next 2 games. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Be great, do great. You all are better now. Thank you so much for joining us.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas to you all. Have a fabulous end of the year. Remember what this day represents, or what that day represents. God bless you all and keep pushing forward. You all are better now. Thank you for joining us.